motherfucking freak black, nigga. Check me out.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sport Breaks. I am your host, Dante Washington, aka Coach Peanut, back with you guys for another episode. Before we even get started, make sure that you go to Spotify and subscribe to Sport Breaks on Spotify or wherever you're getting your podcasting from. Also, make sure you follow and subscribe on every social media platform. Right now, I am currently shooting a video for YouTube, so definitely go to Sport Breaks on YouTube, find me, hit that bell, subscribe, make sure you get prepared for various content, whether it be audio or video like I'm shooting right now. Let's go. Excuse me. It is currently 5:27 in the a.m. I am on the East Coast, South Carolina, Pinpoint, Lake City. So first off, I will give you the NBA scoreboard and the games that will happen today because the association has pretty much ramped up. We have the in-season tournaments about to get started. If you have not seen those courts, go check them out. For all the ballers that's out there, I've played many a ball on many different blacktops, some in the high school arenas, college arenas. I love these courts. Make sure you go to whatever website you need to go to check those courts out for the in-season tournament. Looking at the scoreboard, the Nets beat the Hornets 133-121. The Celtics beat the Warriors 126-107. The Bulls beat the Pacers 112-105. The Trailblazers, my Blazers, yeah! My Blazers finally got a win, y'all. They won one. We beat the Raptors in Toronto 99-91. I am so excited. I'm so ecstatic. Shout out to my Blazers, man. Scoop, the whole crew, man. All y'all boys, man. Shout out to the Blazers, man. The Timberwolves took an L in Atlanta, 127-113. The Warriors beat up on the Pelicans, 130-102. The Heat lost to the Bucks, 114-122. The Pistons lost to the Thunder, 124-112. The Mavericks beat the Grizzlies, 125-110. The Jazz lost to the Nuggets, 102-110. And the Magic lost to the Lakers 106-103. Today's game, there's only 3. The Knicks will travel to the Cavaliers at 7:30. The Spurs will travel to Phoenix to play the Suns at 10. And the Magic will take on the new look Clippers at 10:30. As I looked at some stuff last night, and James Harden was traded to the Clippers in a blockbuster trade last night. So that is the NBA Association. That is the games that is coming today. Like I said, there's only 3. They also have the in-season tournament coming very soon. Please go check out those courts. I love them. And I don't look like I'm in my 40s, but I'm in my 40s. I've played ball for a long time, and I love the courts. So I know you young cats and you middle-aged cats, and definitely you cats my age should love it. Like I said, hit me up in the comments. Make sure you like this and get at me about it. Let me know what you're feeling. On to Game 3 of the World Series, which happened last night as well. The Diamondbacks hosted the Texas Rangers. Last game, World Series game to happen in Arizona came way back in 2001 when the Arizona Diamondbacks took the championship, of course. If you don't know, go look up on YouTube and find what the Diamondbacks did back then. Randy Johnson, Curt Schilling, the whole crew. That was a good World Series win by them. But getting to this game for the Diamondbacks, the rookie Fott started the game. For the Rangers, the veteran Scherzer started the game, but Scherzer left, I want to say, in the third after being hit. But in the third, also, the Texas Rangers dropped 3 runs. Arizona dropped 1 in the 8th. And in the bottom of the 9th, when they were up to bat, they got 2 runners in on base. And the game-winning run would have been at the plate, and Texas's closer struck out the last 2 batters to end the game. The Rangers won this game 3-1. Keynote in this game, Garcia left in the top of the 8th with an apparent back type injury, so that will definitely be something to watch going forward. Of course, Semien and Seager, the key. Semien got a RBI last night as well, but Seager had a hit. He had 2 RBIs and a home run in the game. He has been blazing since these playoffs began. So the Texas Rangers now take a 2-1 lead going into Game 4. And let me look. Game 4 will be... trying to pull that up for you guys. Game 4 will be today at 8:03 p.m. It does not specify Eastern Standard Time or Central or what. But nonetheless, the Rangers and Diamondbacks will play tonight in Game 4. Again, keynote, what will happen to Garcia? We have to stay on top of that. And finally, we get to our Monday Night Football game, which pitted the Las Vegas Raiders against the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Detroit came into this game 5-2, leading the NFC North. The division I and my lowly Packers sit in. Yes, pray for us. Low scoring affair in the first quarter as Detroit only got a field goal, but second quarter, Detroit started off with 2 field goals. Josh Jacobs came in with a touchdown to make it 7-9. Laporta caught a touchdown to make it 16-7. Marcus Peters had a 75-yard interception in the third quarter to make it 14-16. And Jahmyr Gibbs broke loose for a 27-yard touchdown run in the third as well to make it 14-23. And ending the scoring, Riley Reid had a 52-yard field goal to make it 26-14. And that was our final. Detroit wins this game and moves to 6-2. The Raiders drop to 3-5. Jimmy Garoppolo went 10 of 15 for 126. Threw a pick. He is not looking like the Garoppolo of San Francisco. So maybe it was the system. Who knows? That is a debate. Josh Jacobs got 15 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown as last year's NFL leading rusher continues to creep along. He also led them with 2 catches for 27 yards, which I'm going to just flat out say, I know Davante Adams is not happy. Jared Goff went 26 of 37 for 272, a touchdown, and that INT that was returned for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs went loose. He must have took an Axlex before the game, as he had 26 carries for 152 yards and a tutty. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6 catches for 108 yards. Like I said before, the Lions are a very complete team. As we look at the total yards that their defense gave up yesterday, they only gave up 157 total yards. not 100 rushing and passing for the Raiders. The Raiders either need to find ways to score, or they may need another offensive coordinator. I don't know. Josh McDaniel as the head coach was talked about as an offensive guru. I have not seen it in Las Vegas, and maybe it has everything to do with the personnel that he has. But I mean, Garoppolo was a decent quarterback. The leading rusher you have in Jacobs. You let go of all-world tight end, but yet you got another one that's there. You got one of the best receivers in the game in Devontae Adams. You got one of the most underrated receivers in the game in Hunter Renfrow. Shout out to Hunter Renfrow from Socastee High School, South Cackalack. Yeah. But the Raiders only had 77 yards passing, 80 yards rushing. Ridiculous. The Lions dropped 486 total yards, 264 passing, 222 respectively in the rush department. Again, this Lions team is very complete. They were missing a running back, but they drafted Jamal Gibbs to be that lightning to what is his name, Montgomery's Thunder. But Jamal Gibbs had a breakout game, and then you got to look at the situation. Laporta, St. Brown, and they still have not got Williamson into the fold just yet. He is a blazer. They have a lot of young talent. Reynolds, one of those young receivers. This Lions team is built to make a run in the playoffs, and I'm about ready to put them in a discussion with the likes of Philadelphia, with the likes of the Cowboys. I'm about ready to put them in that discussion. Going forward, let's look at who the Lions have. The Lions have the Chargers next Sunday. That will be a good game, but looking at their schedule wholesale, I see a lot of games that they can win. Chargers, Bears, Packers, Saints, Bears again, of course. We're in the same division. Broncos, Vikings are without Kirk Cousins now. What would that look like? And then they got a showdown against the Cowboys late in the season. But the question for me with that one is, they will probably have the division sold up. Do you rest your players, or do you continue on grinding? That was a debatable question that I had yesterday at work. Or not yesterday, this was the other day at work. Do you rest your players down the stretch? It's a real good question. Hit me up in the comments whatever you feel about that, resting your players. Hit me up in the comments about how the Raiders suck. They are currently 3-5 right now. Like I said, the Lions moved to 6-2. So again, that is our Tuesday Sunshine. That's what I'm gonna start calling it, Tuesday Sunshine. Yeah. Make sure you are subscribed to Sport Breaks on Spotify or wherever you're getting your podcasting from. Also, make sure that you are subscribed and following Sport Breaks on all social media platforms. Again, I am currently doing a video on YouTube right now, so make sure you go check that out. Hit those likes, it supports the channel. Hit that subscription, it supports the channel. Again, it is free. It will cost you nothing at all, okay? Again, if it ain't Sport Breaks, it ain't shh. Knowledge world.